A glass that epitomizes resilience and staying well on course, for well over a century in fact. However, it's not just in this glass, but also within these four walls. This castle beer adverts are reminiscent of 1927, but they're not as old as the time in this pub.
That clock was brought in from America by my grandfather in 1910. The business was established in 1908, and this clock is still going strong.
A Goan by descent, the bar was started by Maura's grandfather back in 1908. A true testament to the times, the bar barely made it through the two world wars.
During the war, they had to evacuate, or there was a trench not far from here where they had to go underground and hide if they were told, if they heard the sirens and such things. But then the military did run this place during the times of war, and that's how it carried on.
Running a bar this long means having a blessing from its patrons. Many who come to have a pint here were first brought by their fathers, and now generations later, their sons and grandchildren continue following in those footsteps.
Before I used to come here, unofficially, that time the beer was 1 shilling 60 cents. Now still I like the place because it's very comfortable next to my house. I love the place. I like the people, the old people, the young people. I lose the money.
The 60s and the 70s were a hard time for race relations not only across the world but also in Africa. However, from as far back as Maura can remember, the bar was one of the places where race or creed wasn't important.
My father served an African a drink, and he was arrested. He was taken to court and charged because you are not supposed to serve Africans, and that was the law. And he was charged 4,000 shillings in those days, which is equivalent to 4 million Kenyan shillings today, or $40,000, yeah.
Maura and her husband Clarence moved back to Mombasa after she retired from her colorful teaching career. For her, the memories remain vivid.
It was different from today. It was quieter. We would go enjoy watching the trains, and the trains which would bring the animals to be shipped overseas. We would go and feed them and see all the, they were taken to zoos.
This year, the bar turns 110, but it's not all rosy. Just across the street, the authorities are planning to build a railway bridge that will mean the bar will be demolished in about 4 years to come. 110 years is not just a number, as they say, but the moments and memories of Kilindini Bar. And that, we hope, is not the last drop. Leslie Mirungu, CGTN.